everyone. I'm Patricia. My classes can be found on patriciadominsky.com if you're interested in some virtual live classes. Today I'm going to take you through a restorative practice, so a few poses that we use with lots of props. A great time to do these poses or do this practice is at the end of your day. It'll help you to reset, restore for the next day ahead of you, and helps you to sleep better as well. So today what you'll need is a pillow or two. If you have a bolster, that's great. And 2 blankets, okay? 2 blankets, 2 towels, whatever you have. And then if you'd like a little towel, or if you have an eye pillow, something you can place over your eyes, that's a nice thing to add in as well. You want to choose a space in your house that is quiet, that's cozy, it's comfortable, it's warm. You can place some gentle music on, and then just get ready to really relax, really dive a little bit deeper. So you're going to take your 1 blanket, and you're just going to fold it up. It's going to go underneath the head. You're going to set up your pillow or your bolster vertically on the mat. Have your eye pillow close by to you. And then the other blanket you're going to roll, so you can open it up. And then I want to do a nice little roll. And you want it to be a long roll. Okay, and I'm going to take that. It's going to go around the feet. So you're going to come onto the bum. You're going to place the bum nice and close, so the hips nice and close to the bolster. I'm going to bring the bottoms of my feet together, and I'm going to take that blanket over the inner feet. I'm going to grab hold of the blanket and bring it underneath your knees, underneath your thighs. And then you're going to grab the blanket, so bring your hands inside of the legs and see if you can pull the blanket through so that the legs are nice and just nice and together here. And I'm going to slowly start to let myself relax down onto the blanket. And you want to make sure the blanket's underneath your head, not your neck. My chin is slightly towards my chest. And then I can relax the legs into the blanket. If you want, you can also place 2 blocks or 2 blankets or 2 pillows underneath the knees. If you have that eye pillow and you'd like to try it, you're going to place it over the eyes. And if you get chilly quite easily, make sure that you have something really comfortable on. So it could be sweatpants and a hoodie, socks. You can also place a blanket over your whole body. And just move around until you are completely comfortable. We're resting the hands down by our sides with the palms up. And just take a nice good inhale into this shape, just to slowly acclimatize. And a nice good exhale to release what you can. So again, like that, inhaling into the heart, into the front body, and then exhale, feel that heart space starting to relax. And do as many of those as you need to slowly let you really encapsulate this pose. So in these postures, again, we want to make sure that we feel safe, we feel supported, we feel very comfortable. And that's why we use props. We use these props so that it's easier for our bodies to start to let go. So we don't want to do any work here. We want to see if we can let the muscles start to relax, the bones start to become heavier, the skin start to melt, the fascia starting to release. And so each breath, each moment that we stay in this posture, we're allowing allowing ourselves to move through our bodies and let go of whatever it is we don't need to be working. Letting that breath go back to its natural rhythm. The body is relaxing, but the mind is still very active, very alert. As we consciously release. On these postures, we can stay for as long as we need. So it could be a couple minutes, it could be all the way up to a half an hour to an hour in these postures. Trying to really listen to what you need today. And we'll start to just bring a little bit of energy back to the fingertips and the toes. We'll take the hands onto the outsides of the knees and just bring the legs in slowly. I'll come onto one side in the fetal position for a second. Just push into the top hand and roll yourself up. Going nice and gently into the next pose. So we're going to release that rolled blanket, but keep it rolled up. Just open it up. It's going to go underneath your ankles. You're going to turn to face the bolster here. I'm going to take the blanket in front of the bolster, and it can be any height that you need here. Okay, so now I'm going to lay right onto the bolster, so my torso, my pelvis, tops of my ankles on my blanket, my chest, and then your forehead is going to go on the blanket. So any height that you need. You can also have a block underneath the forehead. And just relax your arms around the blanket. And again, just moving around until this feels good. Adjusting the blanket till it's underneath the ankles, the feet still feel nice and supported. And then you want the third eye, that space in between the eyebrows, resting on the blanket. Relax your arms around. And just see if you can take the breath into the back of the heart now. So inhaling, expanding this space. And then exhale, feeling the heart gently releasing into the support of the bolster. And try that again, inhaling into the back of the heart and exhaling, letting yourself settle in. This pose can be quite comforting here. We can release a little quicker into this pose. Can drop a little deeper, possibly because the front body is so protected by the earth, by the props. We're not as exposed, we're not as vulnerable as in our last position, in our back bend. So see if you can let go of the gripping that we usually find ourselves in the belly and in the chest, even in the pelvis. We're just using our focus, our awareness, our breath to gradually find a little more space in these areas. Notice where it is that you are still wanting to work. And gently ask yourself to let go, to release into the support. Letting go of your day, letting go of your week, letting go of whatever it is you've been really holding on to. We'll just start to deepen the breath here. We'll slowly lift the head up a little bit. You're going to open up that blanket. It's going to go again underneath your head. I'm going to lay onto one side, so my hip comes down to the ground. I'm going to take that bolster in between my legs. So I like it in between my ankles, shins, and knees. Okay, so we're going to come into the fetal position. If you would like, you can use this blanket and have it over your body. And we're going to come onto our side. So you want the side of your head on the blankets or on the pillow. And just relaxing that arm in front. The other hand can be in front of your chest, on your hip, over your head if you'd like. And we'll just take a couple breaths here on the side. Just feeling the breath into the right side of the body. Gently expanding and contracting the rib cage and the lung. And just feeling the left ribs, the left lung connected to the earth. And you might be able to find that expansion and contraction a little easier by using the earth, by using the ground underneath you to help you find it, connect to it. Just softening what you can in the side of the face, the side of the neck. Start to slowly come onto our back body. We're going to take that bolster with us. Just come onto the back for a moment. And then make your way onto the other side. And just noticing the difference here in sides. And see if you can find that breath here into the left ribs, into the left lung, expanding gently and contracting. And then bring your awareness to your bottom ribs, your bottom lung. And see if you can use the ground, use the earth as a nice tactile cue to help you find that breath, to help you feel it. And soften what you can in the side of the face and the side of the neck. letting the hip creases relax, the hips release a bit. And each time you wander off someplace else, again, gently ask yourself to come back. Come back to feeling your body in this shape. We'll slowly start to bring ourselves back through center. You're going to take that bolster horizontal on the mat, so it's underneath your knees or your calves. This blanket can go over your whole body here if you would like. You can also use that eye pillow again, and then the blanket is still underneath your head, not your neck. You can place the eye pillow over the eyes and rest your arms down by your side. And just move around until you are completely comfortable in your Shavasana. And this is where I will leave you today, staying here as long as you need.